It's the field trip of a lifetime. One that ties an old tradition to a new future.
But this is the real stuff. This is the fun stuff with the kids.
Deborah Juarez is a city council member and cheerleader. Welcoming kids from the Refugee Women's Alliance, or ReWA, on a visit to the new Seattle Kraken Iceplex in District 5.
We work closely with ReWA, and we had talked about bringing kids here and also introducing this whole new generation to getting on the ice.
Oh, good fall, good fall.
And it's finally happening.
For the Kraken, these weekly skating sessions represent a step towards greater inclusivity in sports like hockey or figure skating.
Marching, marching, marching.
But for ReWA, this experience is just one part of an important journey.
Hello, and how are you?
ReWA's Early Learning Center in Lake City is where it all starts.
We shout, hooray!
The 225 students in ReWA's 3 learning centers and their teachers speak languages ranging from Spanish
¿Dónde en California?
to Amharic to English.
你想去哪里呀?
And parents love to hear it.
I'm so happy to have my son here in this school.
Crisia Deris immigrated to the U.S. from El Salvador in 2011. Her son Enzo is 4 and looks destined for greatness on the ice.
All right, good job.
But learning to skate is far from the only skill ReWA is giving him and his family.
Should we count?
Many children take their lessons home and help their parents learn English.
He sometimes to go home and he say, "Oh, Mom, I learned this," and I say, "What is that?" And he explained. He tried to explain, and I learn a lot for him, a lot.
It turns out we all could learn a lot from ReWA, especially from site manager Ime Tai.
Oh, she's my friend, Ella.
Ime immigrated to the U.S. from Taiwan at the age of 32 and speaks 3 languages herself. All told, 65 languages and dialects are spoken in ReWA's early learning centers.
Everyone has a 2 or 3 or 4 language. Why? Because it's our society and it's our community in Seattle.
Census figures show nearly 1 out of 5 Seattle residents was not born in the United States. And as Ime sees it, it's her job to speak her students' languages and make them feel welcome in their new country.
We help the young kid feel confident and feel I belong to this society and community in this country because we hear our mother language in school.
And when the children make that connection, it helps entire families connect to the support they need, from pandemic relief funds to citizenship assistance, housing, and more.
We are the bridge between the community resource to the parent. Your language different, but we listen. We work together.
But you got to keep the glasses on so we can see what you see.
ReWA is also keeping an eye on what kids need outside the classroom, too.
Circle. House.
Through a partnership with nursing students from the University of Washington, ReWA offers free wraparound services like health screening to help families identify any issues their children might have before they grow too big to handle.
37 inches.
Our major focus is to ensure that all of our children, our families, refugees, immigrants, low-income families, have the tools, the necessary resources to be able to be self-sufficient and self-reliant.
That's Susan Lee, Operations Director for ReWA's Early Learning Centers.
Do you like this book?
She wants all of us to learn about the thousands of families ReWA supports every year from 70-plus countries and how they're helping our country, too.
They're not looking for a handout. They're looking for an opportunity. They want to work. They want to contribute to society. And this is the ReWA effect.
And ReWA has expanded to help not only immigrant and refugee families, but thousands of low-income residents of King County.
Blue.
The Lake City Child Care is the lower floor of the Tony Lee Building, a 70-unit structure built by the Low Income Housing Institute.
And we have parents that can just easily drop down their children in our school while they go to work. So when there is investment in early learning, you're investing in the whole family. You're investing in the well-being of our kids.
What's in this picture?
Jessica Davis is a single mom who lives at the Tony Lee with her daughter Ella.
I really like that it brings different cultures together.
Davis says ReWA's work towards inclusivity is an inspiration as we try to build back better from the COVID pandemic.
A lot of times I feel kind of excluded as a lower income person living in Seattle and also being a single parent. And so I do feel a sense of community in that way, that I'm welcome.
Providing a sense of welcome. The mission continues at ReWA. It's a lesson of understanding how each of us has had to get back up when we've fallen down, and how a community needs to be there to help.
They open the door for everybody, no matter what is the country, no matter what is the color.
They don't feel alone, and because we can become a good family here.
It's about making sure all of our children that are people of color, low-income families, have the same resources as anybody in our community.
Bye, we'll see you next week. Good job, guys.
Watch CityStream Tuesday nights at 7 on the Seattle channel, or find us anytime online at seattle.gov.